celebrating post-independence growth, implementing strategies for sustainable agriculture production, and charting the path to home ownership. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Marjorie Gordon. Getting the country's agriculture production to a sustainable level was a major focus for Prime Minister Andrew Holness last week. A strategy being applied is the build-out of irrigation infrastructure, including the Pedro Plains irrigation project. According to the Prime Minister, of the 200,000 hectares of farmland across the country, only 31 hectares have irrigation. Mr. Holness says work to expand the reach is being done through the Essex Valley and Southern Plain irrigation projects.
And those two projects will bring about 5,200 hectares of land under irrigation. That will move us up to about 18% of our arable land irrigated.
Mr. Holness was speaking at the recent staging of the 69th Denby Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show. To further improve operations and increase production, he announced a matching grant scheme for small farmers. It will be offered by the Agro Investment Corporation through the Southern Plains Agricultural Development Project.
This groundbreaking initiative is designed to empower and uplift small farmers by providing them with up to 80% of essential resources towards their farming enterprise.
Meanwhile,
the Minister of Agriculture has been tasked with coming up with a viable solution to this issue of predial larceny. There was already legislation in place for a special police force, agricultural police force, and the minister has been tasked with getting that legislation operational.
Mr. Holness is also urging farmers to use the National Animal Identification and Traceability System, NAITS, which allows farmers to track their animals. Addressing the nation on Independence Day, Prime Minister Holness said Jamaica was making steady strides to maintain the path of economic sovereignty. This, he said, was evident in our economic performance of 8 consecutive quarters of growth, low unemployment rate, and a reduction in the debt-to-GDP ratio, among others.
Our current economic position means that your government will have the fiscal space, that is, more resources, to provide services for you, our people, who are rightly demanding an improved standard of living for yourselves and your children.
He is urging persons to focus on the national and social developments that are taking place and not to be distracted by negativity and falsehoods.
It takes all of us to build this great nation, and if we are distracted or succumb to the noise around us, we will further delay our own progress and prosperity.
Among his duties at the 61st Independence Grand Gala, Mr. Holness presented veteran reggae group Morgan Heritage with the Jamaica Reggae Icon Award.
On behalf of a grateful nation, we want to say thanks to Morgan Heritage for keeping the Jamaica flag high with good music, uplifting music, inspirational music, culture music, conscious music.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness was also busy breaking ground for 113 houses to be built in Retreat, Westmoreland. The $907 million Sheffield Palms housing development is being managed under the NHT's Guaranteed Purchase Program.
These houses are targeted for persons working in the tourism sector, civil servants, law enforcement, teachers, and so forth. So once you are within that income bracket, you should be able to easily afford one of these units.
And bilateral relations were reaffirmed between Jamaica and Japan to explore further opportunities in trade and investment, climate change, and technology. And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.